Hello and welcome to the first video in how to contribute to Cobblemon and Origin. I've already forgotten what I put on this, so we're going to discover it together. It's going to be exciting. Step 1, make a GitHub account. Pretty easy. Just open GitHub and hit make a new account and do what you do for like every website. If you need help though, you can open that link. Now that you have an account, you should get a GitHub desktop. I use it, and I'm not going to help you if you don't use it, because I don't know how to do it otherwise. And you can get that here, or you could just Google it, you know. Once you have an account, I mean, you can probably just look around GitHub for a while, see if anything interests you, but otherwise, the tutorial continues. Here you go. Whatever. So, okay, well, I obscured the link. That makes it harder. Anyway, make a fork of the GitHub. If you need help finding it, it's on the website itself, right there at the very front. It's also in the server dropdown. You can hit that there. This is the repository for the wiki itself. There's a couple accompanying repositories, which if you want to edit like the database or the assets, that's a separate thing. I'll make another video for that. This is fundamentals though, so you can watch the rest. And once you've opened it up, you're going to want to hit the fork button. It's grayed out for me, but you should be able to hit it, I hope. If you can't, let me know. And now we want to put it on your computer. So with GitHub desktop open, you're going to want to hit the current repository button on the top left. It shouldn't have anything selected. I actually didn't download it fresh to see what it looks like, but you know, just find a button that says clone repository, and you should only have one unless you already use GitHub, and then you should already know how to do this. That's why you're watching this. So just select it, and after a moment of downloading it, you'll see a screen that looks like this, which is what you're going to look at for a while. Now, we want to make a branch. You shouldn't be making your edits on the main branch. That just makes things a little more troublesome in the future. So at the top where it says current branch, you're going to want to hit new branch. Now, if you have an idea of what you want to make the name kind of related to that. Otherwise, you can set it to whatever. It really doesn't matter. And now, with your new branch made and selected, let's start making changes. I don't actually publish the branch for a moment, which it's fine, doesn't matter. But if you want, you can get Visual Studio Code. It makes it a lot easier for some things, but for the time being, in this tutorial, we're just going to open it up in normal Windows Explorer. You should look at something like this. You can ignore that, and you can ignore that, you can ignore that. What really matters is what's in the folders, and also main.py. Data is where our database goes. It is generated off of the data scraper repo, so if you want to make changes to the data, you should go there and also fork that and make a branch of that. I'll make another video about that probably, no promises. Public is for pictures mostly. I might switch that because I have some other pictures somewhere else, which makes it more convenient. So that might not be there if you're looking at this in the future. Static is for some unchanging things like web page styling and some JavaScript. So, I mean, it's not that exciting. Templates is really where it's at. I think I open it up. Oh, yep, we're doing templates. It should look something like this. Now, this is just a bunch of HTML pages. It's instructions for the website of what things should display like, look like, and whatever. For this tutorial, I'm going to keep it pretty simple. I think I'm going to open up main HTML. That's like the first page you see when you open up the website. And I'm opening up in Notepad++. I like it. You can use normal Notepad, but it won't look as cool as this, which is kind of a big problem. This is HTML and some CSS. There's a lot of online resources like W3 School for learning HTML. It's not really that complicated. Once you get to figure it out, it's just making it look good that's hard. So we're going to continue to keep it simple because I don't feel like explaining a lot. We are going to find this. You just scroll down until you find a very, very long list of dates and changes, which is the change log. It's what you see on the main page where it says change log. You can see that here. And I am just going to add on June 30th, I recorded a tutorial for contributions, which is what I'm doing right now. So, it's pretty topical. And once I hit save, oh, why is that there? Yeah, whatever. Oh, that's why it's there. It'll list out the changes that you made since you last, came here to GitHub Desktop. This is GitHub Desktop, by the way. If you want, you can write a description of what you changed, a name and description or whatever, but just hit commit to your branch and that'll make all the changes like official and whatever. Oops. And since I didn't publish my branch yet, I get to press this button and it'll put it on the website so everyone else can see it. But if you already published it, you'll see something like this, which is push commits to the origin remote meaning the GitHub website itself instead of just on your computer. Local meaning on your computer, remote meaning the website. So you push origin. God, what is this? Oh yeah, and then it will ask you to preview a pull request if you want. You should, in this case, even if you made some small little test changes, it's important to figure it out. When you press that button, it'll open up this, which will have a summary of all the differences from what you're going to merge it into, in this case, the main website. Then, when you're happy with all the changes, it doesn't really have to be finished yet to make a pull request. You can hit create pull request, and that'll open up your browser with a page that looks like this. You can add a title, which I did, and a description of what it changes and why you want it to be changed. Yeah, there's Markdown. You can preview it there. And there's also labels. You can have those to quickly denote what it does. Is it like a bug fix, or you're making a new page, or there's a couple you can pick from. You can also assign yourself, which you should probably do. If it's not done yet, there is this little drop down icon here next to create pull request, and you can create a draft pull request, which will let me look at it easier and give you feedback if you want it, and will let me know not to merge it yet, and you can make it a normal one when you're ready. And then once you hit create pull request, it'll make it, and you'll get a little comment from the Vercel bot, which is the website host, who's going to tell you that it worked or didn't work. If it's a small change, it'll usually work fine. But, if you see something wrong here, then time to get worried. It makes it sound like, deployment ready, updated. It makes it sound like it got put on the website already. It didn't. Don't worry. I have to look at it and merge it before then. And congratulations, you done it. You done beat the basic tutorial. There's one more thing though. You can learn HTML and CSS and JavaScript and Python pretty easy. There's a lot of resources for that. And, making small edits isn't really a big thing. But if you want to host the website on your own computer, like locally, so you can see what the changes look like, this is how you're going to do it. Local hosting. So you're going to want to download Python and also pip. Pip is the Python package installer or whatever. And with both of or with pip, you can pip install Flask, which is what the website uses to run. Can't quite recall if there's anything else you need, but it'll tell you. It'll tell you when you try to run it what you need. At the end of main.py, like when you open up the file explorer for the repo, you'll find main.py. If you open it up and put this at the very, very, very end after everything else, just write this in. If space underscore underscore name underscore underscore space equals space apostrophe underscore underscore main underscore underscore apostrophe colon, and then new line little tab app dot run, and then the two whatchamacallums. After you put that in and save it, you will go to your folder and you will copy the link or the address at the top of it, and then you're going to want to open command prompt, and you're going to want to type in cd space, and you're going to want to paste in the address. And then once you've done that and you have everything installed and the file changed, you're going to type in python space main.py, and this will use Python to run the main script. And if everything worked correctly, it should tell you this: serving Flask app main, warning this is a development server, which is what we want here, and it'll run on likely this address, 127.0.0.1 port 5000. If you put that into your browser, like the search bar, it should open up the website. And if you want to stop hosting it, go in the command prompt and hit Control-C like it says. And what it'll look like is this. Yeah, the pictures aren't currently working too well. I'm gonna fix that probably, or maybe you could fix that. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, don't be worried that it's not like working quite right. But now you can run it on your own computer and look at what it looks like. So congratulations again. You done did it again. Now there's a lot more specifics. Like I said, there's actually 3 repositories that the website uses, really. There's the main one, which is what the web page information is run off of from like Vercel. There is the data scraper, which takes all of the raw like data pack stuff and turns it into a simplified database. That's a lot of Python. It's pretty much just Python and JSON, which, it's a pretty easy language to learn. Don't like psych yourself out about it. I'll make a tutorial for that later, though. No promises. And then there is the assets repository, since Vercel has some strict rate limits. So I put models and also some textures in there instead. And I'll probably move other pictures there eventually. So if you want to add stuff, I also might make a tutorial for how to do the models, because the models are their own kind of bag of worms. Anyway, if you have any questions, ask me. Should be it. Okay, bye.